I always thought the dull suburban hush would be a blessing, but lately the quiet is suffocating. Night closes in, wrapping the cul-de-sac in a blanket of stagnant air. From the living room window, I watch familiar porches glow under yellow lights and recall other nights filled with laughter from my book club. They thought me ordinary, eager to please, pouring wine, offering cookies, nodding at every remark. They never guessed I'd been planning for weeks, perfecting details, rehearsing reactions. It was supposed to be one of our ordinary Saturdays. The club gathered like always, each member filling the seats in my gingerbread kitchen, the soft aroma of coffee masking a hint of bleach. Marian, Jen, Sarah, even Grace, always the skeptic, casting suspicious glances over rimmed glasses. The night promised another safe round of thrillers before real terror seeped into the room. I chose my moment right after the second bottle was opened, when their defensiveness faded into giggling vulnerability. I excused myself, retrieved the tray, gloved hands steady, a drop in each cup, never enough to smell. They drank, faces flushing red. At first, it looked like drunkenness, cheeks flushed, eyes glassy. Then the panic surged, hands clutching throats, fear boiling in their voices. "Are we poisoned?" Marian tried to stand, but faltered. Grace groped for her phone, but I kicked it under the counter, watching with detached amusement as their bodies failed. Within minutes, they lay sprawled and unmoving. I finished my tea. I felt nothing. I went to the mirror, rehearsed tears, practiced quivering lips. Police dispatch heard my carefully crafted story, an unknown stalker, years in the making. At first I described him as I described our book's antagonist, tall, spectral, obsessed. I threw open the window, scattered broken glass, and kicked over the lamp. When the sirens wailed down the street, neighbors crept from houses in their slippers, faces clean with shock. I let the tears fall as the officers led me outside, murmuring about trauma and bravery. It was almost too easy. The papers fawned over me, the grieving survivor, the mother who lost everything, and yet had the courage to relive the nightmare. In interviews, I spoke of worry lines and shadowed streets, my fictitious stalker evolving with each retelling. If there was skepticism, it faded in the glow of my trembling performance. I was the victim, clutching my child tight, the embodiment of innocence. But quiet doesn't last. I hear footsteps in my hallway at midnight, too heavy for my son, too slow for my husband. Hushed breaths brush my ear as I drift in and out of uneasy sleep. Sometimes the smell of coffee lingers, sharp and chemical. Once I found Marian's ring on the hallway floor, though I watched her husband collect her jewelry. Sometimes I wake with the taste of bleach on my tongue. I bolt upright, certain there's someone standing over me, a presence just out of sight, cold as basement stone. Last night, I found a note on my pillow. The writing was unfamiliar, ragged, looping words. "I know what you did." I stare at it, heart frozen. There are shadows where the club used to sit, and they're staring at me, faces blooming open with accusation. The stalker, I made him up, didn't I? My reflection blurs in the window, and I hear distant laughter, bitter and knowing, echoing through the empty rooms.